The idea for this video came from a discussion with a viewer named Andrew. Andrew likes to cook big batches for meal preps and wanted to know whether he could effectively cook 3 pounds of pasta at one time in his 8-quart Instant Pot, how to prevent starch foam from spewing out of the pressure valve, and how to make sure that the topmost layer of pasta cooked just as well as the bottom. Andrew was particularly interested in the rotini shape, so here I have 3 boxes of rotini. No preference on brands here. This was just the one that was on sale at my store this week. And make note of the stovetop cooking time so we can calculate our pressure cooking time. I'll be using this pasta for different dishes, so I'll keep the seasoning simple by only using some sea salt and butter. Salted or unsalted is up to you. I'm a salt fiend and I only use unsalted in baking. For the liquid, I'm using plain filtered water from my refrigerator dispenser, so I poured these out a couple hours ago so that everything could come to room temperature. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the 8-quart and 6-quart liners. The 8 is bigger than the 6 in all dimensions: base circumference, height from bottom to top, and inner volume. The 6 easily nests inside the 8 with room to spare. Note the markings inside each pot. The 2/3 mark is the maximum recommended for total ingredients for most recipes, while the half mark is the maximum recommended for starchy foods such as beans, rice, or pasta. And here's my 8-quart Instant Pot Duo Crisp housing. It's a behemoth, so I don't use it very often. Making sure the liner is in. And now let's see how high up the 3 pounds of pasta fills the pot. Again, we're using rotini today, but any short to medium shape would work just as well. Looky here, there's even an inch to spare from the half mark. Now I'm adding 2 teaspoons of salt per pound, which comes out to 6 teaspoons, also equivalent to 2 tablespoons. I'm cutting off big chunks of butter to spread it all around the top. You don't have to be perfect here. Everything will mingle together during cooking. In goes all the water. 4 cups of water per pound of pasta makes it 12 cups total for our test. Then I'm using the handle of this long spoon to poke around and kind of loosen things up and release any air pockets. This brand has an average stovetop cooking time of 9 to 10 minutes. General rule for cooking pasta in the Instant Pot is to cook it for half the time, defaulting to the lower number if a range is given, and then always round down to the next minute. You could always add more time if it's not done, but it's impossible to rewind overcooked pasta. So for this brand, my normal IP cook time would be 4 minutes for just a 1-pound pasta recipe. But we have to consider that it will take a lot longer for all of this liquid to heat up and come to pressure, and so the pasta will slowly be cooking during this time. So I'm going to drop the cook time down to 2 minutes for this test. I'm also going to let it fully natural release before opening it to prevent any starchy foam from spewing out the top. Full disclosure, this is the second time I'm recording this. The first time, I cooked it for 3 minutes with a quick release, and this is what happened. What a mess. Oh my gosh, what a mess. I realize that with this much pasta in the pot, it definitely needs a natural release to let the starchy liquid fully absorb. In real time, the pot took 22 minutes to come to pressure, 2 minutes to cook, and 35 minutes to come back down. About an hour, so plan accordingly. Look, no foaming. This looks promising too. So first, I tried a noodle from the top to check for doneness. Perfect. Then I dug down to the bottom to check for mushiness. Not mushy at all. Nice, perfect buttered noodles to use however you like for the rest of the week. Stir it up to separate the noodles, and then you can use them right away or let them cool a little before storing. I have these handy little 1-cup containers to grab for quick meal components, and also a couple larger containers that I plan to use for making casseroles midweek. I ended up getting 20 cups of cooked pasta out of this huge batch. I'll pop up some pics of a few things we did with this pasta throughout the week. Steve loves his pasta and meatball lunches, and I'm a soup connoisseur. But we also tried a couple random experiments for fun too. Anyway, this was a great experiment and it worked out really well. Andrew, thanks for the idea. I hope this helps in your meal preps. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. As always, the ingredients and instructions are below in the description box. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if you feel like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!